here at the first annual TTSAO Conference. It's such a great opportunity to be here and meeting all of these cool people, actually getting first-hand information from what the recruiters are looking for, so we're able to talk to the drivers with more ease and confidence and letting them know how to speak in their interview, what they're looking for, and all of that great stuff. I'm having a great time, and it's an experience you don't want to miss. So for those that are interested, make sure you register for next year's annual TTSAO Conference.
There's basic criteria that has to be fulfilled for a driver. So we're looking for a minimum 5 years experience, clean abstract, a guy that wants to come to work every day, good references. So when I do those initial phone calls that we talked about before, a lot of guys are hesitant about giving you a reference, and so that's a flag for me. So I almost approach it in the other way in terms of what are the flags going to be, rather than what are the pros of the candidate. So again, if somebody's sitting there saying, no, I don't want to go for a drug screening test, or no, I can't give you an abstract, or no, I don't have resumes or references, that guy is not going to come in for an interview. So once we get over that first hurdle of the conversation and the tough questions over the phone, then we'll bring him in, and we want somebody who wants to grow into our company, our environment, and you can see that. You can get a feel from somebody if they're just changing career for the fun of it, or they're looking at it as a long-term job. So once you get a feel for somebody like that, that's the kind of guy that we want to have at Molson Coors, is somebody who wants to make it a career, who wants to make our environment more family-like, and wants to be there for the long haul.
The ad should reflect what actually the company does. Many times, they show you daydreams, but when the driver or the potential applicant, goes there for the first interview or the first session, there are surprises over there. So there should be no surprises in those ads when you are attracting the talent or the potential candidates.
Dealing with the trucking industry over the past, especially the last year and a half, is a very conservative group of people. Trying to get somebody to come on the air and talk to us because we offer you a free platform to tell your story, and it's so difficult to get anybody to respond. This is your show. This is your opportunity, and this is your opportunity to talk to young people. So we try to skew the show, skew what we do to attract that younger demographic.
The schools and the instructors in the schools carry a lot of weight in terms of the decisions that the students make. So we have excellent relationships with some very key schools in our hiring areas that help us a lot by identifying the applicants that they think will be a good fit for Crisca and helping to facilitate that connection.
A close relationship with the school and sharing a lot of information back and forth is key.
The end goal is to have the knowledge test, the road test, and the actual standards all align to the entry-level training criteria, so that commercial drivers again are properly trained, tested, and licensed, because that's the end goal here. And as we've been talking about from MTO's perspective, it's the entry-level piece. So we'll get them to the licensing piece, and then the work doesn't stop there. There's more to be done, and we see that as where the industry and the apprenticeship sort of piece, the occupational pieces kick in.
You kind of dream, though, about having trucks and driving trucks, and you would even travel along with other guys on the road, right?
Yeah, I guess I was focused on, singularly focused on trucks, and whether that says something about me at my core that I was antisocial, so I didn't hang out with my friends, I would go out for truck rides. There was a creamery where I grew up, and I used to hitch rides with the guys. They were going from one creamery to the next to move product, and I just loved going along on the trucks. And from that, I started driving trucks when I was 16. In fact, I want to make a comment about Angela talking about the mandatory entry-level training. We think they have a long way to go, but they've traveled a significant distance already, because when I got my license at 16, if you wanted a regular license, it cost you $10. And if you wanted a chauffeur's license, which you could drive tractor trailer, it was another 10. Just checked off the box. And so I did my driving test, and things were going extremely well. Until I tried parallel parking. Well, I live in a rural community. You don't parallel park, so why the hell should I have had to do that shit? So I sort of touched the car ahead of me parallel parking. And I looked at the guy and I said, you do know I need this license. I've got a job driving a truck tomorrow. He went, really? Well, yeah. Okay. So that was my test.
And you're in.
And I was in. Yep.